I cannot stand this as a personality trait. Me not wanting to go to me, introverted me. Like, I hate that person. Hey, that whole personality, I'm going to get so canceled for this. But just save it. But I'm sweating through my...
It's so hot.
I'm into it. I think I'm just emotional.
Yeah.
Maybe we should turn the air conditioning on every week so I just get...
We should keep it like
just
this?
Keyed
I
up,
like it. It's good energy.
Everyone who is screaming on the internet, I do not believe. I do not believe you. If you stormed the Capitol, got in, and Congress was in session.
Nice.
And they were like, we're all here.
We might as well just do this.
Like, what do you want? We'll do it. And they were like, yeah. You got nothing.
Yeah.
Because you didn't really want a solution. I'm so emotional. I think, how can I manipulate these emotions for likes? Save it. Forgive your dad. 100%.
Get off my digital lawn.
Get off my digital. Step off my digital lawn. If you had to call me back, we always mess around that one of my favorite jokes. Me and Ernest, I think, started doing it with the dude. Think about it, because he says, "I got to call you back. I had to call you back, baby. These fish are biting like crazy. There's something on the other line."
Ooh.
Think about it, dude.
Wow.
On the other line, he's got to call her back because there's something on the other line, but the line is fishing.
He lets
dude.
you connect the dots.
Think about it. That's my favorite thing about country music.
This high level country.
And then you always try to in a dumb way, I always whoever's with me in the car, I explain it to him. Okay, so so the other line, but he's talking about fish on the other line, but line meaning fishing line.
Just pausing the song 9 times.
But you're thinking about phone line. That's why he says he has a caller back. That's what I love country music so
it's
much.
It's the meme of the guy in the club who's whispering in the girl's ears, just not listening at all.
So that's a good one. So he's saying something's on the other line, but the other line actually means fish. Like the what was that one? There's a million of them. I see them that's my favorite. One of my favorite jokes to do is explain the country songs. What? Oh, I got a bigger bucking bass on my wall. That Hardy song.
No, I don't know that one.
What's that
Sorry,
song?
Hardy.
I'm redneck. I got a little more dirt in my chaw. I got a bigger buck and bass on my wall. But you're no, buck and bass, not. Oh, think about it. One of the best writers in the game, Michael Hardy. But all right, dude, I texted you. What time did I text you yesterday?
Probably 7.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw you posted from downtown.
Yep.
Me and Alex are both downtown. And I was just I don't know, I want to brag, but here we are.
We go downtown.
I go, dude, what did I say? Where you at? What's your plan?
Yeah, just what's your plan?
We were both down there. And then I go, well, I'm at the, right up at 1230 Club, and you were a little bit more south on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
There's millions of people down
there.
there.
I was at 505. And
then I go, where are you at? And you said, in about an hour later, it's about 8 o'clock. You said,
I said, I'm doing nothing tonight.
He goes, this man goes, I'm at home, dude.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Called
it's
it a night.
A wrap.
Yeah.
And so we were, when the sun was starting to come down, we were trying to get our plan together. And I, for some reason, don't judge me for this, I thought this is going to sound dumb coming out of my mouth, but I immediately caught myself. I thought the fireworks were at midnight.
Okay, well, hold on.
Hold on, dude.
Hold on.
No, for a second, and I go, oh, I'm switching up the days.
So you thought it was New Year's?
Well, I thought fireworks. I go, fireworks. Oh, there's also a countdown, and then fireworks, and I just got them switched up.
Yeah, that's
because
it happens.
No, because Nashville, you go down there. You go down to Broadway for the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was oh, we're going down a thing because I've been down there for fireworks for New Year's.
Right.
Yeah.
What time did they start?
9 or something.
Like a 9 o'clock thing?
Yeah. Also, they always say, dude, this is the biggest. Who's keeping track?
And by what? Who's
keeping track of the firework shows and which one's the biggest? Is it, there would be several metrics. How long it goes, because that could be, you could just shoot off one every minute.
Mm-hmm.
How long it goes, how many tons of explosives.
Yep.
how many individual fireworks were set off, how many people were there,
how many dogs were traumatized.
how many
in the surrounding
dogs. Is that
area.
a real thing? I think that's fake.
I think it might be real.
That's real.
Yeah, I think so. I think
The
dogs are
dogs
definitely. I
being
mean, I heard them all barking last night. So,
But I always get leery of a thing. Oh yeah, you're right. I always get leery of a thing that was not a thing for forever and now it's a thing.
Yeah.
Or like, all right, it didn't just become a thing.
Yeah.
But it's just the same as everything on the internet is like someone said, hey, like my dog's scared of this. And everybody's like, oh, this is a fun thing. I'm going to jump on this trend.
yeah, we just need more things to care about.
Yeah.
That's all it is. We're just inventing them as we go.
Well, they don't, no one, dude, it's early, dude. We'll get into that in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're off the, somebody said, I said a good, I'm going to try to do this week.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, well, I'm looking for a new thing to try.
Okay.
And somebody said, a pretty good proposal on being considerate to others and being nice to others as like a hobby.
Okay.
You know, like just going out and be like
really going out of your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always thought like if you're like waiting in the for a flight or something, you got 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if me and you were sitting there, all three of us, go out, see the nicest thing you can do.
Cool. Okay.
Because you're sitting there.
Let me get a challenge now.
Yeah. And you can start off easy. I would say like, have you ever like just like complimented somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Like not like a woman to like get with her. Just
right.
Like, you're like, oh, yes, John.
Yeah. Why, yes, John. I have complimented people.
You're like, what if you're like, no.
No, that's wild, dude. You do that?
Dude, what? Well, sometimes people compliment me in like the kindest way and it just feels good.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, dude, that pair of shoes is awesome.
Yeah.
Like just or like.
It's like you was that on your special actually?
Yeah, but I'm making a joke about it. I complimented a guy how he smelled good. That's not.
But I mean, that's why that's funny is because that is a whole thing. Like it's weirder for guys or rarer for guys to do that.
And for Amanda I complimented a girl on her. She had like her hair cut she had her hair and it was like shaved,
mm-hmm.
but sometimes that looks horrible,
mm-hmm.
but it looked unbelievable. And that's like a bold move to do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that looks great. It just looked great. The way it was cut or the way it was styled this is a while ago. And I was like, hey, your hair looks awesome. And not like trying to stand around and be like, what's up?
They probably felt great.
Yes. We got to get back to that.
I like that.
All right. You going to do it this week?
Yeah. New challenge.
You in?
Compliment challenge. Kindness challenge.
All right. Now, hold on. Let me see.
Brand it.
What are we going to do?
So it's a compliment, right? Like we're talking about just sticking to compliments.
Yeah. All right. What's this starting? We're not like buying anybody dinner because that could be the next level. We're not doing any of that. Pay it forward.
That'll be tier 2.
No.
Film it for likes. Make sure
get somebody else to film it and then post it and see how many have. Yeah. Just hashtag random acts of kindness. Just doing this for. Okay. But you're not though because it's on the internet.
Brought to you by.
All right. How about you do 5?
5 compliments.
And we'll report next week.
Okay.
I got to remember to do this.
Track your compliments.
Yeah. Track.
Download our app. It helps you track your
and they got to be thoughtful.
Yeah.
You got to be like, for some reason, it's got to connect with you or relate to you. I could say, wow, I don't want to compliment somebody's car because that gets into like okay, here we do it. We're off tour. We're off. I'm going to do that for this week, but we are off for the next 4. Dude, a lot of these shows in the fall are selling out.
You're off for stand-up the next 4, not for
selling out. Yeah, I'm off for stand-up. I'm still making videos. Ladies and gentlemen, the beginning of August, we are coming to New York City. And then I think in August, Richmond, Virginia. I'm going to just read these. Des Moines, Iowa. What? Springfield, Illinois. That's not right. Springfield is in Missouri. That's Springfield, Missouri.
Different Springfield.
Whoops. Boston, Massachusetts, Greensboro. That one's getting close to sold out. Appleton, Wisconsin. Close to sold out. Spokane, Washington. We'd be back. I'm reading this off a screen that's right behind the camera. But look, if I look at the camera like this, I'll do it like a teleprompter. You're not supposed to know.
Nice.
See if you can tell by me if you're watching this on video. New Brunswick, New Jersey, Virginia. Can you see?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shoot, dude.
It's like 90 degrees to your left.
New Brunswick, New Jersey, Virginia Beach. Dayton, Ohio, Greenville, South Carolina. That one's almost sold out because that club is unbelievable. Irvine, California, which is literally in December, we're just selling out racks over there, dude.
Grab those ticks.
Yeah, and then Palm Beach and Miami, Florida in December. Sweet. Miami, Florida, yeah. Come out and see us. We love to see. And also, the book is on pre-sale. Dude, the book is crushing.
Let's go, man.
Most of everything I talk about on this podcast, it's stuff like that that's in the book.
Yeah.
Just be like about people doing stuff for the internet. That's get on the book. Net Positive's coming out. It's on pre-sale right now. Let's go. But dude, see, all right. Let me tell you what happened to me the night before.
Night before what?
Yeah.
Like 2 nights ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I live by myself.
Mhm.
My girlfriend lives in another city,
Mhm.
right? So I'm sitting there, and our friend Erica, who is like having a going away party.
Yeah.
She's like a friend of all of ours. She's having a going away party. And she goes, come down to, I know her, like, let me try to explain how I know her. Like I know, I've hung out with her in groups a couple times.
Got it.
And I'm closer with her, some of her other friends in the group. Okay. So she says, come out to Mickey's at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Bring whoever.
Nice.
All right. Have you ever been in this situation where there's not really... I texted the 2 other girls that are friends of ours from this group. Both of them are not going.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, already I'm anxious.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I bet everyone's going to relate to this.
Yeah.
By the way, there's no air conditioning in this room. It doesn't matter to people who are listening on audio.
Yeah, but if you see us get a little glossy, that's why.
If you see me start to beat up, baby, it's still on YouTube. So what? That doesn't make any sense. All right. Why are you nervous about this?
I'm nervous because I don't like going into rooms where I don't know
Yes.
I have some automatic touch points to go to.
All right, dude. I grew up in church.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is a pastor.
Yeah.
I've been going to like what they call them in church is like like Bible study or small group like during the week
Mm-hmm.
at somebody's house, right? When I moved to LA, I knew no one. I lived with my brother. He traveled a lot, so I knew no one. That's the easiest way for me to get plugged in or situated and meet some friends in this church is by going, or in this town is by going to a small group,
Mm-hmm.
And dude, so I go to this church that I can't remember the name of the church. I think it wasn't called Eternity Church. What was the name of that church? Effervescent. It's like one of those. You get it. Yeah.
Evanescence.
Yeah, Evanescence Church. Bring me to life. That's not. Oh, bring me. Wake me up. That's a good song. Okay. So I go, I'm going to look up a Bible study to go to. Like, it's like, I look up on the church website, here's all the Bible studies, here's all like the lists, here's all like the, Thursday night in Culver City. I go, all right, 7:00. Okay. Dude, I like to get up like the nerve. That's what I don't know, people don't understand about like that kind of thing. Like, just go to a Bible study. Like, dude, you have and I'm not even a socially anxious person.
Yeah.
I'm in fact the opposite of that.
Yeah.
There's not really a situation that you could put me in that'll be like, I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
10 times out of 10. So they say, here's the Bible study at 7:00. So I go, all right. And I texted the guy that like is in charge of it. Hey, I'm new to town. I'm going to come by the Bible study. Sounds good. See you there. So at least I'm not going to.
You have some sort of rapport already installed.
And it's like in this like kind of like condo complex. You go up to the second floor of this like apartment. I walk down and I look in the window and I go, no, no, I'm not doing it.
I've done that.
Not doing it, dude.
Yeah.
Not doing it. And I don't even know why that's I bet everybody listening is going to be like, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Why though? That's like a fake fear.
Yeah.
It's a fake fear.
I was supposed to pull up to some, it was like a mixer happy hour type of thing that was put together, which already I hate. Like anything forced networking like that, I hate it. But I'm going for somebody invited me, I'll show face and I'll be another person in the building for you.
Yeah.
And
for somebody else's thing, and they're going to be preoccupied doing the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I pulled up and I got to the front door, didn't even get out of my car, just saw it and was like, nah, I can't.
No, dude, not doing it. He just kept going.
Just left. Yeah. I didn't even pull in the parking lot.
Well, all right. I get this is a funny conversation because the annoying people and like, I can't stand this. I cannot stand this as a personality trait. Like, me not wanting to go to introverted me.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that person.
Yeah.
The person how did you describe this person as like introverted me, not wanting to go on the events that extroverted me agreed to. Oh, God. Save it, dude. Or like the, it feels so good canceling plans. No, dude. I always feel like I'm going to sound like we need to have like a in like some kind of box, like entitled white man in his 30s rant. Because I'm always like, dude, no.
It just flashes on the screen as
like,
it's going on.
It's like the one level below, like get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Because I'm in my 30s and I have an HOA and I don't have a lawn. So
Yeah.
it has to be like, okay, it's you know what it is? It's the internet equivalent of getting off a lawn.
Nice.
That's me.
Yeah, it's get off my
100%.
digital lawn.
Get off my digital. Yo, step off my digital lawn.
Dude, it's so hot in here right now. I'm sweating so hard.
I'm
so
dead,
hot,
dude. Yo,
Sweating
step
through
off.
my
That needs to
shirt
be
right
that
now.
needs to be a shirt.
Step
Yo,
off my digital lawn,
No,
dude.
Hey, real quick, step off my digital lawn. I'm crying, dude.
Oh, we found.
I do,
Found the
but it
title.
might be both. I do that all the time.
Yeah, that's
All the
exactly what
time.
that is, dude. That's awesome.
I sent. Do you have like specific like groups that you send like specific type of memes to?
Yes.
What kind of categories do you have?
Ones that I would never be able to share in public. Those are the ones. Those get sent to a certain
Gosh.
friend group.
So who? All right, I got a group text, and then I got like anything like country music related. I send to Ernest
Nice.
because we have a joke about anything like sports related. I
Yep.
send to there's like anything golf related.
Yep.
Yeah, but anything comedy related, like these like inside jokes about stand up. I
Yep.
send to my buddy Aaron Weber and Dustin Nickerson. So you're
Nice.
like, who's gonna like? I have this gift of a meme or like a joke. Who's it gonna fall on? Who's gonna accept it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that person is the introverted me, or like me, like what is that? A freaking me at a party when there's a dog, and like you just go and you're like, that's not a personality, dude. That's not. I don't know. All right, so anyway, then going back to this, going to the Bible. So that's Bible study is just like that.
Sure. Yeah.
People don't understand. Like now, if I said, I'm trying to think of how, if I was a church, how you gonna make those? You can't just say, here's the list of Bible study, here's the link. Even call, because I had a warm, and when it's not warm, but I had at the Bible study. Here's I'm gonna go. No,
It's got to just be bring a friend.
you
Like,
got to
it
come.
has
with
to be
some-
come
you
with
have to come
somebody,
with
yeah.
someone. Now, if you say, see, we're close enough where if you say, hey, we're at so and so, come through. Even if you said we're at, I'm trying to think of a very formal, like we're at Kane Prime.
Mhm.
I know you well enough to know that the vibe is gonna be good, even if it's like a formal sit down table. This is our friend, people that I trust you enough.
And I wouldn't invite you if I didn't know that it was already going to be a comfortable scenario.
Yeah.
So it also is like, who's inviting you to the thing? That's
who's
really
invited you
important.
all right. So Erica, who I've met, I've conversed on the internet with. So we follow each other. We comment on each other's stuff.
Yeah.
And then I've met once.
Okay.
But she's a friend of our friend group, and she's leaving. She's moving. So it's like I was kind of like come through. But I would, you know what? This happened at 3. I was obviously not invited because I said something about, "Oh, you're leaving." You know what, dude? I'm having a moment of introspection. Right now.
You're just realizing this live in real time,
dude. This is tough for me, bro. The party was planned,
right?
And if you schedule in a party, you're going through all your followers and thinking who does. So I was all right, dude. You know what? I was not on the list.
Dang, man, I'm sorry.
You know what? I can get over that. That's probably, but that subconsciously, that's probably what I was thinking. I probably knew that. If she said
one of those,
a month ago, hey, here's the party. It's at Mickey's at 7. All right. So anyway, she goes, bring whoever. I called the other 2 girls that I knew that would fit that vibe. I'm not gonna. First of all, bring whoever does not mean bring whoever.
No.
It's bring someone. Yeah, you're not gonna be like, all right. And I'm in a situation. I can't bring a woman because I'm in a relationship, so I can't. It's not. It's very limited. It's this very limited. And I'm just gonna call my buddy. I'm gonna call a buddy. Be like, hey, this girl that I kind of know. I'm not doing that.
Hey, want to come be in an uncomfortable situation with me?
It'll be join us. All right. So it's like this. I looked up the venue.
Nice. Smart.
That's all right. I looked at the venue because you go, all right, if you go into if he goes, hey, the party's at 7 at Golden Corral, you would know, all right, I'm sitting, the birthday girl or whoever's party it is going to be sitting next to the significant people. I'm at the end of a table with the uncle.
Yeah.
Or you're pulled. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like, all right, yeah, you're sweating. Everybody, I bet everyone listening to this is like, oh man. Because and I'll also speak candidly and sincerely. I did want to hang out.
Yeah.
I was looking for social, like, of course I'd want to be out there, but I just didn't want, and that's what everybody on the internet is saying, cancel plans, because you don't want to do the hard part.
Right.
The hard part is going in, scoping out the vibe, and you have to do it like on your feet, on your toes. You got to do it on your toes.
You're doing like real recon here.
You're yeah. That's a good way. You're doing like social recon.
Yeah, there it is.
Where you're like, you're scanning out the thing, the seats. You're walking in. You're like, all right, it's a going away party, so you shouldn't bring a gift. But sometimes a gift is involved. Should we bring something? Should we not bring something? Should we bring flowers? The whole thing. Because then I guess I texted for it's like a soldier calling for backup. Victoria, who was here a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
She's friends with her. I go, are you going? She goes, I'm not going to be there. Oh. And then our other friend, Brooke, who is friends with her, I go, are you going? She goes, I'm at her thing. And I go, all right. But she said, come through, bring whoever. So I already was kind of going.
Yeah, but like to know that your two go-tos were not available is
But
brutal.
I figured they would be going, but they weren't going. But anyway, it's like, all right, well, I'm not going to be a loser. Right. All right. So I go, first of all, what's important is it's at 7. When am I coming through? What
I would
time?
say closer to 8, probably like
really?
Almost 8.
That's exactly when I came.
Nice.
I came through about
You gave me the really, dude?
7:30. I started to get up and start to make a move toward that direction. So I pull up, I park. First of all, you don't want to park right out front because then you're like, are there windows? They're going to see you pulling up. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, are you walking through like, okay, you're doing the whole thing. You know, like in Hitch.
Yes.
When he like quits and then he has to walk past the glass.
Yep.
He's like, I'm out of here. And then he slams and then he has to walk angrily by the glass. The whole people, yeah, that's a tough move. So I was like, all right, all right. So it's like it's a bar.
Okay.
But it has high top tables. There's a bar and then there's high top tables.
That's a different dynamic too.
And yes, dude, I know. And
this is tough, man.
I've been to with my friend Deneen. I've been to this bar before.
Okay.
So I kind of had the layout.
Good.
And there's like, and this is definitely working in my favor because I did look up the bar and I go, I think I've been to this bar. There's like, you know, where you swing that little thing on the ring game.
Yep.
Whatever that's called.
Yeah.
The bar games. There's like a cornhole.
Cool.
There's like a Jenga.
So you have something to do now too. So that's
but even before I got in there, I go, oh, all right. So
you know the vibe.
And then there's like not like bottle service booths, but like where like there's cushions and there's like 8 seat. I go, all right. Depending on where this group is, unless it's like 6 people sitting, because sometimes you go to those real. How am I gonna say? Have you ever been to like a real, like what's that church? Zeal Church.
Yeah,
Zeal Church in town. Mm-hmm. They're like very like trendy and very like. There's a lot of people wearing hats there.
A lot of hats.
The Zeal Church and the Belonging. There's a lot of females in hats. That's what I call it. Just what's the hat ratio?
Nice.
That's how you know how forward thinking the church is. A lot of hats. Female hats though.
Right.
They have like these parties. How am I describe these parties? Like when you go, like there's like an affirmation circle. Have you ever been to something like that?
No.
Or like it's like somebody's birthday and they're like, all right, we're gonna sit down and kind of like it's Sam's birthday, so we're all gonna go around. Oh, one of my favorite parts when I met you, you're just on fire you're looking at me like I'm insane.
Like it sounds like a 1990s wedding video.
It is, yeah, kind of like that. It's like kind of like you go around at Christmas and it's like say what you're thankful for.
Okay.
You go around, everybody
just as friends.
Yeah,
we just do this.
And when somebody gets engaged, you kind of go around. Oh, my favorite part about you is you're so intentional with your relationship.
Okay.
And I noticed.
It's sweet.
I don't make fun of that part of it. I do make fun of it. Actually. I am making fun of it.
Yeah, right now. Yeah,
but
we're doing that. Yeah.
But I would like when I at my party for my special, I was like, I want to say something.
Yeah,
I have to say something. Mm-hmm. I would like to say something. Yeah, but it goes around, and then like so I was like, all right, is everybody going to be like, what's our favorite part about Erica? Mm-hmm. That's like a part of my own Christian upbringing. I need to deconstruct that.
Yeah.
A lot of people had a lot of comments about that.
About the deconstruction stuff?
Everybody goes, thank you.
Yeah.
The only person that was mad is deconstructionist Dave.
Yeah.
Is that what? Is that who
I
we
think
call
that was it. I've been trying to think of what it was too.
Save it, ex-evangelical Emily. How about just say that whole personality? I'm gonna get so canceled for this, but just save it, dude. I wish somebody would tell these people. Just forgive your pastor, dude. You spend a lot of time in. No, we don't have to get into this.
Did they do the affirmation circle or no?
No,
but you were thinking that they.
Yeah,
might.
I was thinking.
That's more nerve-wracking than thinking, "Do I need to bring a gift?"
The affirmation.
That's
circle?
like now I need to bring a
I've been
speech.
traumatized by Zeal Church. Yeah, I need to go. I need to deconstruct. Whatever, dude. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm an adult. Hey, turns out I don't need to pass blame on anyone else because turns out I'm an adult, so I don't have to get on TikTok and complain about my youth. Sorry.
10 episodes canceled.
Those people know. They're
right.
coming. Those people they're full of it, dude. Anyway.
So back to Erica's party.
Ex-evangelical Emily here to okay, save it, Emily. That's probably a real person. I hope it's not.
Yeah.
All right. So I pull up, I park.
Yep. Down the road.
Yeah, down the road, 100% down there. But I feel like this is going to be helpful to a lot of people because they're like, if John does this, not that I'm better than anybody, but I feel like I'm very socially, I'm good.
Recognizable face when you walk in a room.
Like if this, I struggle with this, but I bet if someone like John doesn't.
Right.
That's what. Yeah. I'm just like you. So I park down the street. I walk in, and I'm walking in like just like I use the good, like recon is a good word for it.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like going into like socially going into like Bin Laden's compound.
Yeah, it's a special ops mission.
That's
no
disrespectful to SEAL Team 6.
Yeah, on July 5th.
For going into a bar, it's like SEAL Team 6.
At the end, this pod dedicated to the troops.
It's like social media SEAL Team 6. Step off my digital. Okay. So I walk in there and I see, so I'm looking for Erica.
Right.
I walk into the bar and there's high top tables, but then there's like an indoor outdoor, there's garage doors where it's kind of in the summer, it's very open. So
and just to rehash, you're by yourself.
Alone.
And she's the only one you think you're going to know there.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know her that well.
Right.
If it's like my brother.
Yeah.
And if it's like my brother, it's my brother's birthday, I could sit at the end of the table with the uncle. I would endure that for my brother.
Right.
It's like this is it. But I was like, well, I'm on the fence about if I should be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then lo and behold, baby, your boy is popular. I'm just kidding. No. So I walk in, I see her.
Everyone applause.
I see, hey,
John's here. It's like a sitcom.
All right, first off, I see at a different table, at a different high top table with her and her two friends, my neighbor, Rachel.
Huge.
Dude, I can't describe to you how clutch that is because look how cool I look now.
Yeah.
I go in there. I can't even get over to them, the party, because I got other friends.
Right.
Bro, let's absolutely go, dude. That was so clutch. Like, and her friends were like sitting over there like eating. And she saw me before. And I go, oh. And I was like, all right, well, this is like a sit down. And I waved at Erica. I was like, what up? I see you. She's like, oh. And I'll get, dude, I'll get to you. Yo, I can't get over there. I'm going to get over there in a second, but like, I can't get to you right now.
Let me see the people real quick.
Dude,
hold on. I got to see the people.
Yeah. And then, you ever done that where you find like you're jumping into like not quicksand, but like the rapids. You see a tree, you're grabbing onto it for a second. So I'm with Rachel at her table. She's kind of introducing me to her friends. Like, hey, what are you guys doing? But they're socially good with each other. I can participate in this conversation, but also kind of, and I'm like, and the key move is I don't drink anymore, but I still use, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So all right. So now I'm I'm tethered to like something that can hold me. If I go, oh well, I gotta get going. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I've seen somebody if you walk into a place, everybody turns, looks at you, you don't see the person, and then you leave. That's the scariest. I mean, I guess it's a fake fear, because what's the worst thing that can happen?
The worst is I think you stay. Staying and not
Oh,
knowing
they say,
somebody
"Hey,
is
John."
even worse than leaving.
Yeah.
If you just walk in and then you dip out, fine, you're at least out of the scenario.
But
if
did
you
people
walk
notice
in,
you or no? It's just your embarrassment.
even if they
but that's
notice
fine.
you, yeah, then at least you're out of the situation. But if you stay and just stand there and like get on your phone,
Oh yeah,
that's
tough.
way worse. That's I think
That's
worst case
tough.
scenario.
Yeah, but you've seen that.
Oh, I've
I've
done
seen
that. Yeah.
I was at a. Well, let me finish this. I was
Go,
going to say
yeah,
I was at a. But then everybody goes, John, can you please finish one story? And then, so I'm talking to Rachel, and Rachel's a friend of mine. We're talking, and then I see my buddy Richie in the Erica group, because Erica's she has a boyfriend. I don't think that's necessary for the story. It's not. She has a. But I was like, if it's her and her boyfriend, and then like they're like, who's this guy? He's by himself.
Yeah.
Which is like, if my girlfriend had a party and a dude show up by himself, I would be like, who's that guy? Wait, would I? Let me think about it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's not. It doesn't. If I'm with my girlfriend, it's a softer landing.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
Or we can just get a drink.
Yes.
If we go, hey, what's so good to see you all day?
Yep.
We're like, yeah.
Now you're just hanging out.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
So I drink those citrus Red Bulls.
Nice.
Those yellow ones.
Yep.
They're unbelievable. I used to drink sugar-free Red Bull. I don't drink those anymore because the citrus ones are just unbelievable on ice though. So I go over and grab one and I go, hey, do y'all want anything? Of course.
Nice.
Is that a flex or no?
It
is hot
I
in
don't
here.
think it is very hot in here.
Yeah, but I like it. I'm into it.
I don't think it's a flex.
It's not.
I think it's a good move. Because most people will say no out of obligation anyways.
Yeah.
They don't want to put it on you even though you offer.
I would say no. Yeah. And they say like, let me get like a double crown. And I'd be like, dude.
You'd be like, whoa.
I would do it.
Yeah.
What is that? How much is that at like a bar?
Double crown?
Yeah.
It's probably
20.
Yeah, probably close to 20. Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah.
For a stranger. I would do that for a stranger.
I mean, you can't really say no at that point. You did offer.
Not like
so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did ask. Oh, yeah.
Hey, do you want a drink? Yeah, that.
So then
No.
I go over there. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get it to you. Yeah. Well, you go over
We
there.
don't have
Yeah.
that.
Do you have a tab open? I'll grab it and put it on your tab.
We only have Pepsi products.
No, yeah, it's strange. Double crown. Okay, so I go over there. Now I'm getting a drink, and now I'm like now I'm socially like, they say like in a situation. Let's say you're like, I was gonna say 20,000 leagues under the sea. You're like, let's say you're below, and then your oxygen you lose. What you can't do is
Panic.
Yeah. Because then you can't think straight.
Right.
This is getting way too intense. I'm invested in my own story. But I was like, all right. So then you can't be like, because then you're gonna make a bad choice. You're gonna make a bad choice.
Yep.
And you're gonna. So when you're conscious. If you're in there, you're conscious about who's looking at me, who's gonna notice if I'm alone, who's gonna. Then you're gonna. Bad things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right. So I get. And you could even go in there, survey the situation, and go to the bathroom. That would help. Because when I did my on the way to my surprise party, I was very uncomfortable with the way Jackie was like. Jackie was trying to get me to a surprise party, and he was acting weird. And we went to Doghouse, the bar, and he was like, and I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. I didn't have to go, but I just needed like a second to like. All right, what's going on? But Jackie's one of my most trusted friends.
Yeah.
He was in here last week.
I've used that move before.
Yeah, I need like a second.
It's a good move.
Yeah, go to the bathroom move. Yeah.
Gather your thoughts.
That we're just this podcast really is a net positive, dude. People are learning things. You come in there, you go to the bar. Like if you go to the bar, or you could go to the bathroom. So I went to the bar and ordered a drink. Now I'm waiting at the bar for a drink, and so now I'm good.
Yeah.
There's other people around the bar. If you're sitting by the bar by yourself and there's seats next to you, that's a little bit of are people looking at me?
You've camouflaged yourself now.
Because I'm in.
You're in it.
Yeah. Kind of in the in. Yeah. And then I see Erica. I see my buddy Richie, who's also in that group, and our other friend. I forgot what her name is, but I recognize her. We follow each other. If I went up to her, I'd be like, "What's up?"
Yep.
And then our other friend, Liz Nance, was also there.
Yep.
These are the people I know from social media. If I went up to them, I'd be like, "Oh, what's up?" So then I walked over to the group. I was like, "What up?" Gave her a hug. Oh, she's like, "Oh, I can't believe you came." And then
You're like, me neither.
Me neither.
You have no idea.
It was amazing.
Great.
And everybody, I chatted with everybody, and I like to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing, like, The thing about all the social media posts about my introverted self, all I want to do is just another Netflix. Are you still watching? Yes. Like whatever that is. All I want to do is just like everybody's like, oh, quarantine would be amazing. And then you were there for 2 days and you're like, oh, I hate this. You think no human being is meant for isolation. Yeah. Now you have anxiety, right? And you can't overcome it. So you post about me introverted self. Like when I go into a crowd, all I want to do is be alone with my
dog,
whatever. That's safe. And so you post that, and then you're like, I'm off the hook because I'm mad at myself that I didn't get up the courage to overcome this fear. So now I'm going to post some memes about it and I feel better.
Is it worth all that stress to go to the event?
Yes, 1,000%.
I agree.
1,000%. Yep. Yes. But all the stress is like when you put yourself like, I'm sounding like one of those, like, I don't even want to say it. One of those like female, like girl, yes, you went to the movies by yourself, like overcome. Like,
treat yourself.
These aren't
out there. Do it. Yeah,
these aren't real things. These aren't brave things, but they socially they are. Let's not compare ourselves with like Tiananmen Square or something.
Yeah, they're micro braveries.
Yeah. Yes, dude. Micro bravery. That's just an unbelievable term. Micro bravery. I would say like but it has to be in real life because anything socially is not brave. You're behind a
Oh, you mean like through the social media?
I sent a guy I responded to his a guy that I follow. Glenny Balls?
Yeah.
Is he the man?
Yeah.
I think he's the man.
I like him. We've hung out a bunch of times when he comes down here. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Oh, I love that guy. All right, I saw him at the NASCAR race.
Yeah.
I go, dude, I didn't know him.
Yeah.
He goes, dude. I go, dude. Like we must know each other from the internet.
Yeah.
That's how the internet works. You feel like you know each other. And then we dapped it up for a second. He said we had met prior at something. And then we were like, oh, what up? And then I started following him. I like that guy and I think his content is great. And then I like responded to like, all right, like I think I just DM'd him. And then it didn't respond and I deleted it.
Tough.
It's tough.
How long did you let it sit for?
Tough. Like 2 days. Tough.
2 days.
I think I left. No, yeah. What are you saying? Why are you laughing at that?
That's a long time.
To leave it?
That's a long time for him to not read it.
You got me feeling like it's. I
Come
also
on,
did
Glenny.
that to. Come on.
Check those DMs.
No, but a lot of people don't read that other section.
Yeah, I guess.
But some people do immediately.
Yeah.
I think I put. What's his name? Got me feeling like a wagon wheel. That's not the words at all. Rock me, mama. Darius Rucker. So we were on a tour bus a couple months ago, and they were like, we don't have leased a tour. We have we don't only go out on the tour bus because we fly a lot because we go on the tour bus like once a month, and we just kind of piece together the buses, like whoever. So we get on the bus the other week, and it's Darius Rucker's old bus.
Nice. And
I was like, well, I should like, dang it. I go, I'm going to DM him like, hey, dude. Because no, hold on. No. I'm not receiving this. He customized it. It's like a very unique looking bus.
It's very much his bus.
Yeah, there's like a brick wall in there, which is wildly unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like I think it's a facade brick wall, but and it's like these like exposed bulb like lights. It looks insane. It looks
industrial
awesome.
Chic type.
Yeah,
thing
it looks like if you go like to like a Zillow and you like tour, like okay, who lived? Like what's the story with that? It's very unique. That's all I said. And I go, dude. And I met Darius a couple times.
Yeah.
We played golf, not in the same group, but we have a fundraiser together, and I've seen him at Red Door a couple times.
Yep.
And I've seen him at Zany's. I'm like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Let me think about the extent of my Darius Rucker. Yeah, pretty much that. I mean, I know who he is. He kind of dated one of my friends. Sure.
Cool.
I would say, I saw him. So I go, hey, dude, I think we're on your bus.
Why? Is it cold DM?
Yes, dude. Don't laugh, bro. A cold DM is just tough.
How long did that one sit for?
It's still there.
Nice, dude.
Hold on, I think I might. Now I had to leave it because I didn't. Hold on, let me look. because I didn't want to like show like John Crist unsent a message. Darius.
It wouldn't say John Crist. It would just say sender has unsent.
Message, November 30th, 3:03 p.m. Bro, our bus. Oh, okay. Our bus hit a deer last week, so now they got us on your old bus. Who put this brick wall in here? Question mark, question mark.
That's good. That's a good DM. I like that.
But it's also, it's not seen.
Right. So you're okay. You're okay. Leave it. That's
I feel
good.
like we're in the heads of every human that listens
Yeah,
to
yeah.
this. They're like, we do this.
Just leave that one.
Leave
That one's good.
But what I should have responded to a story.
Yeah.
Like his live story. I don't know, LOL, hilarious. Also, we're on your bus.
Yeah, but also, is he managing his own account?
Probably not.
Darius Rucker is royalty over there in country music.
But
I don't
a
know
lot
if
of people
he's
manage their
managing his
own
thing.
I messed that up, dude. 100%.
No, I think that one's fine, man.
Oh, yeah. You think so?
You're good there.
All right, so the Erica situation, it was unbelievable. I don't have social anxiety.
You overcame, dude. You're a survivor.
Every one of the greatest worship songs of all time, Everyone Overcome by John Egan. Where there was a shooting at my this is a John Egan there was a shooting at the church that I went to in I would say 2009. I went to a mega church in Colorado Springs.
Mm-hmm.
There was a shooting there.
While you were there?
What?
What? You were there? Oh, wow.
No, I just left. I was there on Sunday. All right, so the guy got kicked out of like D Now or like Young Life or something. One of those younger like Christian like thing. He got kicked out for like, I don't know, was it smoking weed or something?
Mm-hmm.
You accepted by this group and then they kick you out and then you go, obviously mentally, I don't know what he was, but he found the biggest church and then went in there and he had like 1,000 rounds in his backpack and someone with a gun shot him.
Wow.
And there's two, I believe, young girls but somebody they go, yeah, no, party's over.
Wow.
I know, dude.
Wow.
That's why, and also, well, I don't have to get into this topic, but like, yeah, Everyone Overcome was like, is one of my favorite worship songs of all time. If you're not a Christian, you could be like, I don't know what that is. It's like a Christian, everybody knows what a worship song is. You should look it up. It's by John Egan. Look up the live version. And we gathered like that next Wednesday, like everybody at the church and had like a worship, like, and they played that song.
Crazy.
Oh my, dude. It was so powerful. And the people that like, they had lost their daughter were there. And it's this like body of like people. That's why I can't abandon these people, dude. The Christian faith.
Mm-hmm.
I there's a lot of troubles with the Christian faith and a lot of these people, yeah, I would defend them to death. But that's what I always think about, like, I mean, there was another shooting like yesterday.
Yeah.
Which is unbelievable. And not to segue out of this, but I accidentally got into it, but I'm not trying to avoid it, but I don't think anybody cares. But what I wanted to talk about is what really happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Another act of violence.
Talk about it.
On the stage of the annual hot dog eating contest, they defiled one of the greatest competitive events.
And one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Greatest athletes: Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Joey Chestnut. That'd be my 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, in that order, maybe.
100%. All right, dude. Well, so somebody, like, if you didn't see it, Joey Chestnut put a dude in a chokehold, dude. Skirt. Oh, I wish he would have broken his neck, dude. I wish he would have broken his neck, dude.
My favorite part is this frame right here.
Yep.
Because if you're listening,
first, a guy. Go ahead, you explain it.
A guy in a Darth Vader mask with
first
a sign.
Of all, be an adult. Grow up. First of all, grow up, dude. 100% grow up. Also, he's like, expose this, but I'm not going to expose my face. So, okay,
nice.
Got it.
Yeah,
100%.
The guy comes in, bumps into Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
As he's shoving another hot dog down his throat.
Yeah.
And Joey takes a look at him and like realizes what's happening.
Just absolutely.
And goes full rage.
I love every second of this. Every second, it's so good.
I like that ESPN is showing it.
Of course.
Because usually they cut away.
Oh, yeah, usually don't. You're right.
But they're like, I mean, we need more of this.
We need more. Okay. First, no, the only thing I wish they would have, that he messed up there, First, I wish he would have ripped off his mask.
Ooh, nice.
Exposed it, who he was, and then broken his neck.
Very like Scooby-Doo.
Not broken his neck, but
pull the mask off.
Just expose him, because it's like all these arguments of these protesters and all. It's just so thinly veiled. It's so thinly veiled. Like, dude, this kid does not. And by the way, no one's talking about what the thing is.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the thing is. You need attention, bro. Forgive your dad. Just forgive your dad. Really, that should be the there was I mean, I don't think it's private news, but because my girlfriend is she's a reporter, and they were at the whatever city, I can't remember what city, but she was reporting on the parade, the July 4th. It was like, and it was all these like Roe v. Wade like protesters, like no one is free until we are free. Like, just like, here's my thing, dude. I just do not believe anyone. I don't believe anybody. Mm-hmm. I don't believe anybody, because if you sat down with that guy, whatever he was protesting, if you tell me about it, it would fall apart so quickly.
Yeah.
He has no idea. I don't even know what he would say. Like, just say you need some attention.
Yeah, you're saying like the people who get compelled to go out there are not actually the ones who are really educated on the topic or how it works.
They just
like
I don't know. Somebody called us. We're like, this is our we want to get some attention out here.
Yeah.
And you go and you're just screaming and throwing curse words, and you're not here for solutions. Mm-hmm. You're not here for solutions. You know who is here for solutions? There's this weekend also. There was a Delta. There's a Delta protest. You can look it up. Look up the Delta Airlines. The Delta Airlines pilot protest. I'm gonna prove it to you, because it's like look up images, I think. So basically, all right, these pilots are on strike, right?
Yep.
And there's pilots on strike, ready to strike, because they basically saying through the quarantine they put it all on the line for the airlines and saved them. Mm-hmm. And now the all these businesses are being bolstered back, and they're being wildly profitable, and they haven't helped them, right? Fatigue schedules, poor reliability. These are pilots at the airport standing with signs, not yelling, not shouting, not throwing obscenities. These are men. There's women in there too, but these are guys with something to lose.
Yeah.
By crossing that picket line and standing up for what they believe is right, they're looking. These men are looking for solutions.
Yeah, with 6-figure salaries and all of that. Yep.
And by the way, these people versus all the people at the protest, these people have contributed to society. I'm gonna get canceled for that. These people have contributed something.
Sure.
The people out there yelling and throwing eggs and screaming obscenities have not contributed to society. They have no jobs. Well, and do not listen to them. Stop giving these people they want attention.
I think I think what's interesting there is like that's the point of a protest, right? Is it should be just to get attention and raise awareness.
Yes.
So once you do that, shouldn't you then probably be like, okay, cool, next step is us going and
they're going to be out here for long enough that it's in front of the airport that it is on, but they're not yelling, they're not screaming like they go, hey, we can't really, and there's hundreds of thousands of Delta pilots, whatever the ones have crossed over and gone over here. And Delta knows who's there.
Yeah.
They know. They put something on the line. And that's why I say we should listen to them. Because they've sacrificed something. They put potentially their job on the line and also their job with other airlines. They crossed the picket line. So we go, hey, and I bet that will be like Southwest, the Southwest, what do they call the air traffic controllers with the mask and the vaccine. And they were like, everyone has to be vaccinated. They go, no. And they all protested. I'm wildly in support of protests.
Yeah.
Wildly.
For sure.
They just go, we're not going to come to work. And then like in a week, they go, all right. And it was done.
Yeah.
And they go, hey, y'all can all come to work and you don't have to wear a vaccine. Or you don't have to wear a mask or wear, all right, sounds good. Sounds good. Good. That's how change happens.
Yes.
But these people just out there like we were laughing about it before we started. The guy, just go to it, dude. I don't know how to say it. Actor James Cromwell glues his hand to the Starbucks counter in protest of what exactly? In protest of in protest about the upcharge in vegan milk.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, just say you haven't gotten any acting jobs recently. Just say that. And I'm not even just say that, dude. Like, just say that. And we'll be like, well, fine. Like
And his shirt says "Free the animals."
Just say, we don't believe that. We don't believe that you glued your hand. Come on. And we don't.
First of all, gross.
First of all, disgusting. Second of all, I'm trying to get a latte and go to work and contribute to society. This man is sitting to protest the upcharge in vegan milk. We don't believe you, dude. We don't believe you. And everybody that's on the internet, unfortunately, the effect, what were we talking about the other week with the guy at the jumping on the court?
The girl at was it a Grizzlies game?
No,
yeah, she went with glue too.
The Bucks. Oh, she chained herself to the goal.
She's done it twice. She tried to chain herself to the goal, and then another time she tried to glue herself to center court.
Hey, super quick, forgive your dad. Just forgive him. Talk to a therapist and work through that. This is not, you need some attention. And I think, listen, I'm saying this on a podcast that is rewarded for attention.
Yep.
We're all in this game.
Yep.
Where every human is in this game.
Look at the screenshot I have on the screen right now. What's in the guy's right hand?
Oh, in the left hand is a sign that he's saying save the animals. You know what's in the right hand? A cell phone, probably on live. And you know what he's checking? The top right, which
Concurrent
is
viewers.
How many people are viewing. Just say you need some attention and we'll give it to you. I feel like we said this every week on this podcast.
It's hard too. I'll play devil's advocate. It's hard because he's getting attention.
Yep.
We are paying attention.
We gave it to him.
You know what I mean? So cool. But do you need to
yep.
go that far with it?
Well, all right. So, let's say I will see on Instagram, it's dude, these all the TikToks about the algorithm and how to grow. It's nothing. No one's talking about have something to say. They're trick the algorithm if you get at 7 p.m. Or don't open back up the app or use this audio but what do you have to say? What do you have to contribute to the world? So if you write a book, you write a book and you're hey, this is a book. I would like for this to be on the bestseller list. But also you've also helped someone else with you've contributed, right? So you've the Joey Chestnut guy interrupted. Everyone's watching that. Interrupted everyone else's fun. I mean, it was actually, but he did get what he. Today, he's probably out of jail on $25,000 bond or whatever, and he's
it's probably one of the most Googled things in the world right now.
And we're talking about it.
Yeah.
So in your defense, what is
his defense?
What if I'm the devil's advocate of the devil's advocate? What does that make me?
You're the antichrist.
Yo, I was gonna say the angel's advocate, but all right, yeah.
Nice.
To play angel's advocate.
Yeah.
Angel's advocate. That should be the name of this podcast.
Angel's advocate with John.
To play angel's advocate. That's a great idea.
That is a good name.
Somebody already has it probably. To play angel's advocate, you got what you wanted to get, and now unfortunately you're paying for it. You're gonna pay for it. You hopefully he hurt himself. He's probably Dr. Bills. He probably is a kid. You're any kid, you snap back pretty easy.
That's true.
But if did he probably go to jail? He probably didn't go to jail.
I'm sure he got arrested for sure.
Arrested,
but I'm sure they just out on bail.
Who cares?
Yeah.
But that's not if you're hey, I need attention. I need it badly.
Yeah.
But I hope that what I have contributed is also other people have enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you see. The case people like it, share it.
Right.
And that from literally day one of my comedy career, day one, I would say day 4, maybe the 4th time I ever did stand-up comedy. I mean, people were laughing, not for the beginning, maybe time 2, people started laughing. Time 3, time 4, I did it was this place called The Bar. It was in Pueblo by Charlie McMullen is the guy's name. And he asked me to come down and do a show. And the winner won the bar tab. Your bar, I didn't even drink at the time. The winner won. And after, there was 10 comics. After we all came up front and they go, cheer for the guy you like. And I won. Yep. Meaning, on a very, very, very much smaller scale, people are asking for this. Mm-hmm. And that's what I've told creative people all the time. Are people like this podcast is growing. Yeah. People are liking it. People are sharing it with their friends. People are, the story we told at the beginning about Erica is helpful to be, I like making it and other people enjoy ingesting it. Mm-hmm. So it's a win. It's a win-win for everybody. Mm-hmm. But if you're out there, it's just looking for attention and also hurting, but I guess we go round and round because the Roe v. Wade people think they are standing up for the thing.
Yeah, and again, I think awareness is the whole point at the end of the day. Yeah. But then once you have awareness, then what do you do? Well, that's for me where I run into an issue is I'm like, okay, cool. You get people's attention. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. This guy, cool. What's he doing today? If he's not on his Instagram and talking about it today, then dude. Right. He's not.
And anybody at one of those, but I would also say, the Storm the Capitol people, the same.
Yes.
This is not a side.
No, this is a bipartisan thing.
You got in there. If they were legit, that was hilarious. This is unbelievable. If you stormed the Capitol, got in, and Congress was in session.
Nice.
And they were like, we're all here.
We might as well just do this.
What do you want? We'll do it. And they were like, Yes, dude.
I yield my time.
Congress was there, and let's say Congress was I don't know how that works. They let's say they have a 3-hour session.
Sure.
It's hour 2.5, and they wrap early. But we've paid the Congress to be in there. They're like, we got 30 minutes.
Yeah, we have this blocked out.
Does anyone else have anything else to say about the country or where we should go or how we should do better? And a guy
at that moment,
and a guy in a Viking headset comes in,
the doors bust
with
open.
The podium, and he's like, "We're gonna take it." And he goes, "Yeah, you're here." That is an unbelievable bit. That's an unbelievable. Hey, they're going the people with the vagina hats are with the eggs are storming the whatever. The Supreme Court justice, the conservative one, they're outside his house, screaming.
Yeah.
He comes out. He's like, "Hey, I was just watching Maury." He probably doesn't watch Maury.
I hope to God he doesn't watch
the Supreme Court justice watching Maury. I was just watching Judge Judy just to get some education and learning there. The show wrapped up pretty early. I don't got to go to work for another hour. You want to come in? Grab some coffee, and we'll just chat. Silence, dude. Silence. You got nothing to say. Everybody on the ex-evangelical Emily on the internet, I can't believe when I was, heard every youth pastor goes, "Hey, I saw your post. I'd be happy to talk about it. Mm-hmm. I was going through some stuff in my life at the same time, and I've come a long way since then. You want to chat about it?" Silence.
It's so disarming.
Yeah, because you got nothing.
Yeah.
Because you didn't really want solutions. And the person, I said, that's funny because I said Tiananmen Square earlier.
Yeah.
So that was a tank.
Yeah.
That was going to war, I think, right? I'm gonna be ignorant. People crushed me for saying 1917.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah. What was that?
Pearl Harbor?
I said Pearl Harbor's in 1917.
Yeah, it was 41, I think.
Tough, dude. Absolutely tough. I messed that up. I got a lot of comments on that.
But Tiananmen Square.
I'm going to say there was in China.
Yeah.
And there was a tank going through the square. Yeah, it was Tiananmen Square. Mm-hmm. The tank was going to war. Correct?
Let's see. Let me pull
Protest 1989.
Recent, man.
I was alive. Inspired by Beijing protests, The protest developed. Authorities responded with both are in the light tanks. Okay.
So they were going. There was a protest that they were on their way to break up.
Okay. What? Oh, the what?
The tanks were on their way to break up the protest, and that person got in the way of the tank. Is what it's looking like.
So they just stood there.
They try, and like if you watch the full video, a lot of people haven't seen the long one. The tank tries to drive around the person.
I've seen that.
And that person shuffles to get back in the way of the tank.
Yep. Because it's yeah. No. Right?
I don't think so.
Okay, enough with this reality over here. It's like, what about an honest question? We're like, oh, we got no idea. We dissected the whole thing. Wait, but did you die though?
But did you die?
Okay, so that person. They
didn't get treated well though, I'll tell you that. Whether they got run over or not. I'm sure they got taken care of by the Chinese Communist
somehow.
Party. Yeah.
All right, so that person goes, hey, I'm whatever this issue is, and the point of being alive and being a human is to stand up for what you believe in and what you're convicted in, and that's fine. We got no problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
I am willing to give my life for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this person is saying. I'm willing to get run over by a tank for this cause.
Mm-hmm.
And she just went out and stood there.
Yep.
And Rosa Parks said, hey, I don't care what the cost of this is anymore. I'm not gonna move.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Go, blacks should move to the back of the bus. I'm not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna scream, call someone racist. I'm just not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is civil right. That is progress.
Yeah.
Not you in a vagina hat going. I don't know. I shouldn't get on that topic, but like.
I mean, we're here.
We are like, hey, or like you in a rainbow float with the. Okay, we don't have to get into that either. But you're not doing what you think you're doing, because every time these people are interviewed, and first of all, they're all wearing masks. You don't want to be. You're not about this.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
You're not about this. All the protests where everybody's wearing masks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody's like, we're out here, but you're not though. So slow it down. And then the like silent sit-ins.
Yeah.
They go, hey, blacks and whites should be separate. They go, we do not agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And for the sake of our children and the sake of future generations, we are willing to give our lives for this.
Yeah.
We are willing to give our lives for this. And that's how change happens. And we all remember that.
Especially in this country.
We all remember that
so much change has happened because of that. Yeah.
Yes. And a much smaller scale, that's what those Delta pilots are doing. Because they have something to lose.
Mm-hmm.
They have something to lose by going out there. They're not yelling some obscenities that rhyme with each other. They're not like.
Have the most successful protests always been
silent
or peaceful?
Wow.
Immediately the Tea Party comes to mind as one.
Yeah,
that
there are there are definitely ones that have been violent.
That would be an interesting study.
The ones that are silent. But I've said this before. Everyone who is screaming, everyone who is screaming on the internet, I do not believe.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe you. I like when people make fun of people that cry on TikTok. Could you just imagine crying for anything and then starting your camera?
And being like, I hope I have enough tears left.
Oh, man. That is just, you're devastated by whatever. And you go, and you move to tears and you turn your phone on.
Yeah.
Crying, that's one of my favorite. But this is not my original joke. Other people have made this joke. Like, the top 5 things that annoy me about the internet or Instagram. So I've seen crying. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You get to choose when it records. And you chose now?
We don't believe you, dude. We don't believe you. You're
so distraught that you're thinking of a marketing campaign.
You're so distraught. Really nice. You think, how many likes can this get? I'm so emotional. I think, how can I manipulate these emotions for likes? Save it. Forgive your dad. Okay. No, I say, so the this podcast is my favorite hour of the entire day, of the entire week. I think the guy that is you go to like a Kenny Chesney concert and there's the guy Christian screaming on the street corner with the sign.
Yeah.
Turn or burn. If you enjoy this type of,
Yep.
you're going to hell. I think, I could be wrong about this. I think that guy is insecure in his faith. And he's saying, this, if I go out here and shame all these people, I'm going to feel more secure in maybe I will get a spot in heaven.
Yeah, through this I'm earning my stripes.
Yeah, I feel like you're not that confident in your eternal destination. You're going to go down here and scream at everybody and that's going to make you feel better. You're not that confident. And if you ever asked anyone that like, I don't know if we talked about this, anybody that has like a that is like sober, anyone that's like actually like sober from alcohol, they're not bragging, they're not yelling, they're not decrying alcoholics, nor are they celebrating. They're going, hey, one day at a time, bro. I'm just lucky to be, God's given me the strength for another day. Anyone that has like an unbelievable marriage is not a marriage counselor, is not a marriage therapist. They're just like, hey, someone that has a great marriage, and you go, hey, I love my wife, man. I'm lucky. We've forgiven each other for a lot of things, and we've been. And they're not either side. And that like I did like a marriage conference. I think I talked about this. We did a marriage conference. I was hired to be the comedy after like the marriage conference, and this marriage like therapy couple was like, we were down in like the middle of nowhere. They probably were paid like, I want to say less than $1,000. They were like, we read a study that every morning, like we wake up and we just stare in each other's eyes for 5 minutes. You're laughing. I go, you don't though. Or like, and then like every night after she gets home from her like run, I like rub her feet for like, I go, you don't. And then like you're up there telling all these people who are looking for solutions what you do. And you're like, we're the marriage. I like my like ultimate fantasy, not fantasy, but like I would just enjoy this is if they got like 2 hotel rooms because they like fight so much. They were like, or they like
the concierge staff was like, that's weird that they asked for 2 rooms. That's so strange.
Or they're like, when he snores or something and they yell at each other and then they just, it's like better for, they take separate like cars on the way there because they hate each other. Because when somebody gets up and tells you that, you go, at least I'm a comedian, so I'm probably a little bit more, I'm like, and I made fun of it. I go, they like definitely hate each other. There's no way that anyone was at that event that listens to this podcast. I mean, it was, I don't remember where it was. I want to say Texas, but it was a small church. It was a marriage weekend. And they wanted to have like a helpful, like instructional thing and then like fun. And that was like the fun afterwards. Like, and comedy does bring things that when you laugh, it does. It is very therapeutic. And I roasted him so hard. He said he rubbed her feet after. You don't. No, dude. You don't, dude. Like the guy, I'm not going to mention his name. I like him. I'll mention his name, but it's only because this is not true. This is not true. It's a funny bit I have because my mind is corrupt. Okay, my mind is demented. All right. There's a guy named, who a guy named Bob Goff is?
Yes.
He's like Love Wins, or like it's all about love. He like brings like balloons to kids' birthday parties and like celebrates. It's the most like. Yeah, there's always balloons everywhere. He's always like hugging everybody. You hear these stories about like how he like found somebody like in Des Moines, Iowa, who like needed a car, and he like bought him a car and like brought it to him, and it's like okay. And like he goes to all these like Christian conferences, and he's like the most like if there was anything close to like a disciple or like an angel, it would be this guy. And I just go, but I have no reason to think or believe this. Yeah. But it's just my fantasy that he's like 12 hours out at a Christian conference, doing a meet and greet, signing books for people, hearing people's stories. He finally and he goes to the hotel and he's like, hey, and they're like, hey, Bob Goff, like, oh my God, like my nephew just got diagnosed. And they sat with him and talked to them, and he finally closes the door to his. Yeah, I didn't have to do the rest of it.
No, I don't need, because you can fill in the blank of whatever he does. He gets behind the door and whatever.
By the way, he doesn't.
No, of course.
He's a good man. This is a good man. I've met him multiple times. He gets behind the door
and lights up a cigarette in the hotel room.
These people, dude. It's just like he's like drinking a full bottle of whiskey. He's like, I can't take this anymore. And he looks at the check and he remote deposits it. He has a little bit of a smile and he watches like
puts on Cops,
the First 48 or something like that.
Yeah. And he just goes.
But the reason why that makes me feel so good to think about that is because I don't believe that anyone is like that, and because I'm not like that, because I have these thoughts.
Yeah,
and it's also the reason why I got canceled, because I was like, oh, this guy's Christian, and they go, no, he's not. He can't be. He's not. That's why I don't want to put myself on any kind of platform of like, if your marriage, there's a lot of comics. Every comic that I know that is trashing on like their wife, it's also their marriage is not going good. Marriage isn't going good. But the guys, there are a couple comics that have like a great marriage. Not a word. Not saying a word. Because they wouldn't be disrespectful to their wife like that.
Yeah.
And they're doing great.
Yeah, and then it's a chicken or the egg thing. Does the good marriage comes first, or does keeping it out of comedy, is that what makes it be a good marriage in the first place?
Well, I bet that
case by case.
The guys that I know, they'll joke with their wives, of course, and they'll say things to like, we make jokes all the time, but they go, or they don't. Comedy comes out of pain and out of. Right. But if you're doing well in something, you're not.
Yeah, there's not going to be.
There's no humor
funny there.
Yeah, there's no humor. Comedy comes from yeah. But anybody who's yelling, I don't believe. On the left or the right, Christian or atheist, Roe or Wade. I don't know which side's which.
I don't know which side's
I wonder if
that's a good question.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Which side are you on?
Yeah, Roe.
Are you on Roe? Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. I would like to, okay. All right. This
forget the kindness challenge. We're doing this instead.
I can't breathe in here. It's so hot. Is there a bottle of water over there or no? Probably don't have one.
I don't know if we have.
It's fine. We're almost done. How much time we got left? I mean, I could go on this for like 5 hours.
Yeah,
we gotta
we're over an hour.
All right. All right. Anyone? We can't do it on. You can't do it online because then they could look it up.
Right. That's got to be an in-person, on-the-spot, impromptu, camera on you. Hey, sir,
dude, I want to go.
Or madam,
I want to go to the protest.
Yes,
I want to go to the protest and ask this, and not and by the way, I want to do it and not turn my phone on. Not do it for clout.
Okay. All right.
For shoot, that's a pretty good answer.
Well, it's a good bit though.
It's a great bit. Oh, I'm gonna write.
So
this
whose
down.
side are you on then?
I'm
Roe
writing
or
this down,
Wade?
dude.
Yeah.
I know I do it. Like I'm writing this down. That is just. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna make this bit. Whose side are you on?
I'm not even going to look it up either. I don't want to know.
And I don't know.
Right. Neither do I.
Do you? I don't know. He's looking it up.
Andrew's going to pull it up.
Bro.
I don't know if I even want to know. I kind of just want to stay in the dark.
All right. Roe v. Wade. They're like, oh, yeah.
Can you go give him this so he can take a sip of water, please?
You go, we support Roe v. Wade. I go, that's not, it was.
Both?
Yeah. No, you don't. You don't, dude.
Just the bill. Just you're very pro legislature.
You just support legislation. We support Roe v. Wade. You don't, bro. That is unbelievable. That's like the perfect. All right, you know that what's it called? The Larry David show. That
Kurt.
audio. Yeah. This is the best day of my life. Do you support? Whose side are you on, Roe or Wade?
Yeah, and why?
Go home. That'll be it.
Didn't you just disqualify people from the protest?
They're like walking down Main Street. They just turn onto Elm Street and go home.
Yeah.
Just go to the car. They just go to the car. They put down the signs and they just go to the car, get home, and like just start like get a new job. They move cities. They move cities.
Yeah.
They go, you know what? It's a good point. Oh my, dude. I can't do it. Whose side are you on, Roe or Wade?
Yeah.
And I.
You want to know who it is? Or which one's which or no?
Yeah, I want to know.
We might as well educate the people here
now. So we have to know if we're asking. We have to know. Yeah,
ahead.
Shoot it in.
Roe is pro-choice.
All right.
Henry Wade was the judge in Texas.
Okay.
Who ruled against her.
But Roe v. Wade is it was women's rights, and they gave them the rights.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So the judge, whatever she was saying, the judge ruled in her favor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So who was against?
No. The judge was saying she can't have an abortion. Jane Roe in
Okay.
1969 became pregnant with her third child.
Okay. And the court said she couldn't have an abortion, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Her attorneys filed a lawsuit against the federal court, who's
Yep.
the district attorney Henry Wade, alleging that Texas's abortion.
So it's Roe v. Wade and Roe won,
Yes,
right? Is that correct?
that is correct.
Wade is the judge.
Wade is the judge.
And the judge was saying you can't, and they ruled in her favor.
Correct.
In Roe's favor.
They ruled in Roe's favor in 1969.
Okay, so now they in essence said Roe is wrong, Wade was right, or they overturned it.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is whatever you think you're protesting, it's like it's up to the states, and you're not. But okay, I don't want to get into that. But yeah. All right, so if you're Jane Roe was the girl that had the baby, right? And the Wade,
Yeah, I guess a good question would be, did she have the baby? Because
you don't know.
she won the case.
This is
That baby grew up to be Kamala Harris.
Let's go, dude. This is
so dumb.
different last name, which is weird, but
Yeah.
it would be. Yeah, she got married. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we already know 20 times more about this issue than anyone at a protest
Because we just read the intro paragraph
on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my! We don't have to get into all of that in the podcast. This is a little too much, but yeah, that is wild, dude. No, but just the idea of storming the Capitol. What? Oh no!
Did you hear that gasp? I hope
Did you
people
hear
heard
that?
the gasp.
You can't even be on the mic for that.
Interesting fact is
That's
that
unbelievable.
Her
Oh,
name
my.
isn't even Jane Roe. That's
Okay.
like her pseudonym.
Okay, she's
Her
like
real name is Norma Leah Nelson McCorvey.
she's like the guy with the Star Wars mask.
Now
Just
I
take
know
over.
why she went with Jane Roe too.
Yeah.
That other name is tough.
Yeah. It's
What-
like the Jane Doe.
She's like, but
John
switch
Doe.
the-
It's
but
like the
switch
female
up.
version of John
We already know
Doe.
way more information than anyone that is on either side of this. By the way,
Yeah.
anyone on either side of this. Oh gosh, I just love the idea of them protesting outside of a Supreme Court justice's house. He comes out. I got a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got a couple minutes. Come on in.
Mm-hmm. In the house?
Yeah.
You want us to come in the house?
Okay, because I don't have an inside voice.
This
I
is
just
kind of like an
scream.
on the way to work thing
Yeah.
for me. I didn't really
Oh,
prepare.
okay. What about can we do you mind if there are no phones in here? No. How am I gonna no? So
Do you have like an email? Maybe I could like put together some thoughts and send them over your way. Maybe we could do that instead.
I'm not gonna get any attention from this. So what do you mean? We're just gonna have a discussion? What? Why would we do that?
Mhm.
Hey, you stormed the Capitol. You broke down the walls. You overcame the barricades. Let's say Trump instigated it or didn't. Doesn't matter. We're here.
Mhm.
Hey, we got some. We got to change 10 laws a year. We only changed 9. We have 30 minutes.
The floor is yours.
We have 30 minutes. Anything you want to change. You're like, okay, so like a Republican is out, so a Democrat is in, but we can still do your policies. We can still do Republican things. We'll do whatever you. Well, I have to put down this Viking mask first. We can't. Hey, you got a coonskin cap on, and you've stolen the podium. But like the podium, meaning like that's where you speak from. That's where you speak in it. All right, you're at it. Hey, hold on. This guy's taking the podium. Let's turn it on. Let's turn on the podium because this guy has something to say. Well, you know what? I wasn't planning on. I just don't have a job, and I was just like looking to be mad, and I'm pretty mad, but I can't really, like an adult, I can't verbalize my frustrations. So I'm out here just screaming. Okay, what? What do you have to say? No. She said, I don't think this is breaking any kind of confidentiality, but my girlfriend on the news. She goes down she went to the protest, and she asked, she would go, hey, do you want to speak? No. Nobody. Do you want to speak? No.
Wow.
Do you want to speak? No. Do you want to speak? No. You are at a protest trying to raise awareness for this thing you're mad at. And somebody that has at least a local platform, and if this there's 1,000 people here, 500,000 are watching, or not. I mean, I don't know how big the market is, but possibly on the internet.
Clip it, go. Yeah, I was gonna say it goes out there. Yeah, it's huge.
What do you have to say? I stitched this vagina hat this afternoon. What do you say it? But you don't. You have nothing to say. You're just mad. You're just mad for the sake of being mad. And that's why I say, if everybody needs attention. I understand that. People that my parents, like, I used to get so mad at them because we do the Christmas photo every year. Yeah. Everybody has to gather around, get in front of a barn and wear denim and smile, and you like send out the photo to everyone my dad's a politician and he's a pastor, the community, send out to all these people that say, and it's our it's like our kind of our family thing. It's my parents' thing. All year we saw the Christmas photo. You guys look so perfect in the Christmas photos. We have a family of huge family of 10. The Christmas photo, you're the perfect family. You guys all look amazing. That is just prior to social media. I am the same person. Yes, I am the same person. But so you go, we're all nobody's beyond, like, somebody sent it to me. My girlfriend sent it to me. Ukraine, when white girls put "I stand with Ukraine" on their bio, and it was a video of a bunch of buildings being detonated in reverse. So it was like the building,
like the rebuilding Ukraine, like one building at a time.
Like Ukraine was like, all the buildings were coming back.
The motivational soundtrack behind it.
Yeah, all the buildings. It was like the whole city was leveled.
Yeah,
and then it's like those buildings, like when a white girl puts a PFP is profile. What is it? PFP is a profile picture.
Profile picture. Yeah.
Yeah. When a white girl puts "I stand with Ukraine" in her PFP. Gosh, dude, just so good. Hey, same thing. What about Ukraine? What do you? What kind of government do they have? Russia is bad because like, I think we've said we stand for people supporting.
For sure.
Yes.
Protest. Dude. Go for it.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Absolutely.
Need that. Yeah, we all love that.
Yeah, if you're going to cross the line and go protest for something, I there could not be a greater supporter of that than me.
Yes.
But
that
said, if you're going to protest to bring awareness, and someone says, "Hey, tell us why you're here," and you got nothing, reach into your pocket, feel in the right or left pocket, which pocket has your keys in it, find your key, walk in the direction of your car, get in it, turn the air conditioning on if it's summer, heat on if it's winter, and go home. And when you get home, get on the internet and start applying for employment. That's what we need you to do. That's got way too serious. I mean, dang it, dude. This is ridiculous. Anyway, we got to wrap this up. Can you know where I'm going?
Where are you going?
To get the most attention. Dude. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Oh, man.
The fact that that's how we're ending.
I literally said, we got to come in to do this podcast early because I'm driving down to Atlanta, Georgia, 4 hours to throw out the first pitch at the Braves game.
On national television.
Why? Does that lead to any change in the game? No. Is it significant in any way? No. Why do you do it? To get attention. See, I hope this, I'm sweating through my.
It's so hot. Dude.
I'm into it. Now, I think I'm just emotional. Yeah. Maybe we should turn the air conditioning on every week so I just get.
We should keep it like
just
this.
Keyed
I
up,
like it.
dude.
It's good energy.
So listen, I'm saying this to say, hey, everybody needs attention, but like also I am too.
For sure.
I don't like that. We talked about a couple weeks ago the do better people. Do better. But if you say we need to do better, I'm going down the path with you. And if this is not helpful, that's why I say it's a net positive. A lot of it's not positive. A lot of it's a net. But if you're just getting attention for the sake of getting attention, that's a net negative. 1,000%. But you know how we're gonna know if this is not fruit? Because I was like, well, because we were doing the podcast a couple weeks ago, and they said come down. I go, I can't. I'm shooting the podcast. This to me is more. It would be more career wise beneficial than that. So I had to get a different date, and I'm going down there today. But if it doesn't go well, if a proper amount of attention is not received from it, then it's a waste of time.
What about the wrong kind of attention? Are you nervous to make this throw?
Like you talking about athletically?
Dude, I played college baseball.
Okay.
And I would be nervous to do this.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like the 50 Cent one.
Yeah.
And then I've seen like the one the guy gets hit in the nuts.
Yeah.
He goes to hits the cameraman.
Yeah. Yeah, you get to warm up underneath.
I mean, maybe in the parking lot.
They let you warm up underneath the stadium.
They do?
In the cages, yeah.
They do?
If they don't, ask, because that's what they typically do.
I got to get loose, baby. Oh,
Yeah.
my buddy, he's, well, I would say it's not a flex, but a guy that I went to high school with, I saw him. He's my buddy. I can say confidently that he is my buddy. Colin McHugh.
Nice.
Plays for the Atlanta Braves.
Nice.
I'll text him.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, dude,
Just have him come play catch. Yeah.
Can I throw some heat in the parking lot? They probably don't have to warm up in the parking lot.
I think they let you do it inside the building.
Yeah. They got me a jersey.
Nice.
I'm gonna throw gas down the. Well, should I try to throw fast?
I mean, that's the strategy. Is like, do you want to throw this thing hard and risk?
No,
you know?
Dude.
I feel like it's gonna be. I don't either, but I feel like it's a lot further than you think.
60 feet.
But you don't want to. Well, I know you just don't want to bounce it in.
Don't bounce it.
So you either got to go high.
I would go. Yeah, I would loft it.
No.
No?
You can't like throw it up.
Yeah, I would throw some arc under.
But you
that
don't
thing.
want to be too soft.
Get it in the general vicinity.
Fast though,
Yeah.
because you want to be respected.
Yeah. Okay. So now also there's 40,000 people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if there's women that are in the seats and they're like, I'm on the fence about this John Crist, and I just throw
Right.
heat down the center.
Then
Unsolicited DMs.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Saw your fastball.
Net positive, baby. We'll be back next week. Let's go. We'll be back. What did I say? Last week. Next week.
Next week.
We'll be back next week.
It was a little weird, but on the net, it was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.